Well, hello. I'm actually here this time versus staring at my phone. Um, Thank you for actually letting me know, because I only noticed because as I was pulling things up, I saw the chat move. Welcome to our weekly library meeting here at Alexandria RPG. If we have donations, we would start off with donations in our first portion. We're talking with a couple companies. We just got some confirmation. Troll Lord Games is going to be sending us some books. See, got some other individuals that are going to be donating some books. We may have a sponsor that wants to get GMs to run games for their stuff at events, which will be really cool. Everyday Heroes. They want to help out the library, and also like to get some of our GMs to learn their game and help us pay those GMs to run games. So as we get sponsors, we like to try to pay GMs. It's not something we can always do, but if we get sponsors that we specifically bring on for that, donors, we will always pass that on to the GMs. And we try to work that into any donation deal now from any company saying, hey, we're going to donate books. We'd like our name on your banner as a donor type thing. And it's like, hey, if we have GMs running games for you, we want $25 to $50 per extravaganza. Yeah. Extravaganza in April. Oh, Geek Extravaganza. Yes. I've got to sit down and confirm a bunch of crazy stuff this year. I don't think we're going to do the 17 show. I think it was 17 shows we did last year. That nearly burnt me out, but I do want to do a lot of local shows. I got to get a hold of some more small and medium-sized shows. Oh man, time runs away. I need to get away from my day job so I can do this during the day. Okay, let's get into some news and the like. So here we are. Free League on my birthday the other day announced their Year Zero engine, a module for Dragonbane. So Free League launches new licenses for the Year Zero engine in Dragonbane. So we knew that this was coming. So today we released 2 new game licenses for community creators: a free tabletop license for Year Zero engine and a third-party license for the upcoming Dragonbane. And they're trying to keep those separated. And I like that they're trying to keep those separated, because if you don't know what Dragonbane is, Dragonbane D&D didn't make it to Sweden. So Dragonbane came out, and Dragonbane was the D&D of Sweden for many years. And Free League, a Swedish company, has gotten the rights to do Dragonbane, and they're coming out with a 5th edition of it. It is different than their Year Zero engine, which Tales from the Loop, Tales from the Flood, Alien, Conan, Fallout, or not Fallout, because Fallout's Modifius, and Vaesen. Those are all the games I can think of off the top of my head that use a variation of the Year Zero engine. I like it because it's really cool mechanics, but every time they use it in a different game, they'll add a mechanic that is very specific to that game. And sometimes they'll carry over those mechanics. So there's a mechanic in Vaesen and Blade Runner, thank you. That was the other big thing that I was trying to think of for them. So Vaesen and Alien have a similar mechanic, but it's done a little different in each game, and it works. The way they've tweaked it for each game works for each setting, which is cool. So the Year Zero engine FTL comes with a massively updated SRD. You are welcome to give your feedback on all 3 documents before they are finalized and officially launched. The work on these new community content license was initiated last year, but was intensified during the debates last month with Wizards of the Coast, OGL 1.0, on which the previous Year Zero engine was based. And I'm still telling every company out there that has that's used the OGL as their license, because like Fate, OpenD6, I mean, there's a bunch of people that used the OGL as their licensing document. Wizards hasn't committed to not killing that. So it could get killed, and they said they're hands off for now. So everybody that is currently using that, I very much I would love to see all those companies move on. And I know that we're waiting on the orc to come out, so some of those companies may be waiting on the orc. And Free League has done their own. The new Year Zero engine FTL is designed to be fair and easy to understand and use. It gives you an irrevocable worldwide royalty-free use to the Year Zero engine SRD. and freely publish your own role-playing material based on it. A draft of the can Year Zero Engine FTL can be found here. There's a link. Alongside the new FTL, there's the SRD. Itself is given a massive overhaul and update based upon the developments of the Year Zero engine in recent years. And the Year Zero engine has gotten much better, because I think, what was the game that they first did it with? Was it Tales of the Loop? It's gotten better. Just like the 2D20 system from Modifius has gotten strong. It's funny because they've used it in so many, both of them have used their systems in so many different games that you can see how they've gotten better at rewording things, or hey, you know, we've gotten feedback and this doesn't quite work. So both the Year Zero engine and the 2D20 system for Modifius are kind of in their 1.5 system. Now, I don't think Mutant Year Zero was their first one. I might have been. It was one of their Year Zero games. But I think Mutant Year Zero was the second one. I think there was something before it. I'm trying to cram all kinds of more RPG knowledge in my head. But, no, this is awesome. So, SRD adds rules for classes, vehicles, travel, and magic, and introduces the new step dice version of Year Zero engine found in Twilight 2000, and Blade Runner, the new Year Zero engine SRD volume 0.9 draft can be accessed here, and they invite for feedback, and they give links to forums so people can actually share. Now, for their other one, they released their third-party license for the upcoming Dragonbane RPG that was kickstarted last year. And this allows people to make modules for the Dragonbane system. It's not all that windy down here, no. Tacoma was pretty quiet. So, I think this is actually really cool. They're trying to keep the Dragonbane system really, really tightly under control. And I think this is a really cool idea. If you want control over your system, you don't release an OGL or a free license. You have a third-party license. What is it? Paizo. Paizo released their core rules that you could use for their Pathfinder 2. So you could make anything using those core rules, but if you wanted to have it called anything Pathfinder, they have their own licensing system, and it's actually pretty strict. And I'm okay people, you know, I have people like get mad that I'm okay with somebody's licensing for you to make something directly named and compatible with their game. I have zero problem with that. If you want to say you can't do X, Y, and Z, and be part of our world with a named, you know, Pathfinder or Dragonbane or D&D, I'm okay with that. You get to limit at that. But if you release your rules, or even if you don't release your rules, once your rules are out in the world, you don't have control of them anymore. And anybody can release it, and then you will get more people that will release things that are, and then write compatible with on their cover, just to spite you. So excited to get our hands on Dragonbane. I want to see what they use. I've been trying to get my hands on some old copies of Swedish Dragonbane. Recently, Hasbro, again on my birthday, they had their earnings statement. So it's funny because they're trying to say that D&D was up 20%. Well, here I am on an RPG channel running a role-playing game library, and I love role-playing games, but D&D is a tiny chunk of Wizards' revenue. Magic the Gathering is far bigger. Far, far, far bigger. I think it was 2021 numbers. Wizards brought in $980 million, and like $670 million of that was Magic the Gathering. The rest of that was D&D and everything else they make. So we talk about, you know, how big the industry is. The entire role-playing game industry is probably smaller than Magic the Gathering. Every company put together. And that's not to say that we're nothing. It's just we have always struggled as an industry to bring in more money. We just really have. We have tons and tons of players. Just as the current CEO of WotC said, you know, we need to, you know, it's an under-monetized thing. Yeah, since the game started, you have 5 people sitting at a table. You only have one that's really spent any money at all on the game, and that's very different than most games. So here's their raw numbers. They were down. So their fourth quarter of 2022 was up from the third quarter, but that's every year. Fourth quarter has Christmas. Fourth quarter is always better than the third quarter. Third quarter is typically the worst quarter of the year for most companies. Some it's the first quarter, but it all depends on where their quarters lie. But they lost. So this last quarter, they actually lost $125 million, and they were down. That quarter, they were down, you know, $325 million from 2021, and yeah, the fiscal year overall was down $600 million. And it was funny because they tried to talk about, you know, D&D was up 20%. Well, that 20% was last quarter. Guarantee it's going to be down more than that. So, yeah, Magic the Gathering fiscal year 2022 was $1 billion. And it had a positive change, 7% year over year, but it was the 30th anniversary of Magic. It should have been a huge year. A 7% change is nothing, and especially inflation was higher than that change. So I guess technically Magic, so if inflation was averaging 9%, Magic lost 2%. So the numbers, I've scrolled through the numbers. I haven't scrubbed them, and definitely not as rosy. You have Bank of America and other companies saying that they're going to lose. They're projecting Hasbro to lose 23% or 28%. That's what it was, 28% of their value. A lot of people were what's that Swedish company, Eversor or whatever. But then they just announced that they lost $100 million on their really badly done reboot of Saints Row. Ooh, was not a good look. Yeah, they lost $100 million on that. So that $100 million, you know, they could have possibly bought Wizards away from. Well, it would have been more than $100 million to buy. But I don't think Hasbro is selling anything anytime soon. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Magic released in August of that year, but no one really goes by, 12-month marker. It started in 2002, or 1992. Excuse me. Yeah, 2002. I remember it was was it? No, it wasn't August. It was later than that. Yeah, it was later than that. Because I was in school. Oh, it was August. Was I at school in August? Well, I didn't get any alpha packs because they sold out too quickly. What happened to my screen? Oh, there we go. That was weird. So yeah, we you know, ever since about the 5-year mark, we just kind of said the beginning of the year. Still have my beta Mox Jet. Let's see. Goodman Games announces 2 new versions of Dungeon Denizens. Monster Rulebook for 5e and DCC are coming to Kickstarter. So these actually I think are going to be super cool. Goodman Games does some amazing books. And anytime they throw anything up on Kickstarter, because they really are a tiny company. Most people don't realize how small they are. Oh, that's right. I remember the 10th anniversary stuff. I wasn't playing Magic at the time. I was playing RPGs hardcore. It has been funny how WotC has danced around with the dates on their stuff. Okay, super excited for the new monster manuals coming out, or the monster books coming out for. Yeah, the 5e one will be over 500 pages. The DCC one will be over 400 pages. So because DCC leaves a lot of stuff up to the GM, which I like. This was shared in our in one of our Discord chats. So 5e Nexus is launching soon. I'm going to try to reach out to them. I want to find out what they're doing. So group creation and group finding tools support any way you play directly on Demiplane. Oh, Demiplane, okay. With built-in video, voice chat, dice rolling service, using your favorite virtual tabletop or in person around the table. So, and I haven't played with Demiplane in a while. There's a lot of people coming out with great virtual stuff. And then, if anybody was a fan of Tales from the Loop, they're releasing their new expansion for it. They grow up so fast. So Tales from the Loop was cool because everybody was like preteens, and then Tales from the Flood, same. You could take your same characters, and they're now in their 20s. And then one of the cool things with Tales from the Loop were basically your characters couldn't die, but in the Tales from the Flood they could. So this is a new expansion for Tales from the Loop. So more anything that grows that world is really awesome. Love what they have done. So super excited with an expansion for Tales from the Loop. It's gonna be cool. Okay, so for everybody that fears the crowdfunding stuff, we're going into crowdfunding stuff. Kendo, Koala, and Friends. I absolutely love just this. This one made me giggle. Oh, one of your players in your campaign just quit. No. They're dead to you. So I haven't. Oh, hey, I know. I know this person. Chris Shepperson. Do I have it close by? did an awesome. So he helped on Slay Industries the second edition. Well, more than helped on. He was like the lead designer, and then he also did what was his. That's gonna drive me nuts. I know I have it close by. He in his spare time, so he works for Modifius during the day, and then at home makes more RPGs. So he made a great 12.3 system. It uses D12s and occasionally D3s, which you don't need a D3 if you're using a D12. Oh, dang it. Well, you can actually look up Chris Shepperson and find this. When you look him up on Kickstarter, you can find his other games. But Gaia Complex, it's right there. Huh. So, Kendo Koala and Friends. A sinister power is rising, dark and menacing. The valley is under attack. Local towns have already fallen to the onslaught of the unknown creatures. It's time the mightiest warriors fight back for all animal kind. Kendo Koala and Friends is being launched as part of Zine Quest 5. Please search Zine Quest on Kickstarter and support some of the awesome campaigns that are currently running. Yes, I do suggest if you've got a few bucks and you want to pick up some really cool stuff, search Zine Quest and you will find some cool stuff. Kendo Koala and Friends is a minimalist RPG set in a world where humans do not exist. Instead, anthropomorphic animals, through wild versions of all animals, still exist. It would just be odd otherwise. So you can be a koala or a anthropomorphic koala. Let's see. Walk the earth in a time of the great dynasties and warring feudal states. The player's characters represents the great warriors of the region under attack from an unseen enemy, a mysterious foe of darkness and shadow. Ken the Street Fighter Squirrel and Wing Chun Wombat. I love this so much. Creating your own warrior is quick, simple, and fun. The Drunken Boxing Badger and the Kendo Koala. I just want to see if there's more pictures. The Ninjutsu Narwhal and the Jujutsu Jaguar. I'm in love. $4 gets you the digital version. $8 gets you the euro or no pounds. Yeah, that's right. So £4 gets you the digital. £8 gets you the physical. And that's it. And then he's got stretch goals. I gotta bug him that he did Ronin Rabbit. Oh, that's got to be in there somewhere. Ronin Rabbit, that's awesome. Wonder if he has Teenage Turtles. I gotta bug him because we're friends and he didn't tell me anything about this. Wing Chun Wombat, Street Fighter Squirrel. It's Master Ken. Well, I will definitely tell more people about this one because this. Shep is a great guy. Sent us some of his books out of his private collection. Let's see. Hexagram number 11. An old school RPG zine for Fantasy Trip. So this is from Warehouse 23, Steve Jackson Games. And this is for their Fantasy Trip game. So Fantasy Trip is a very old game. Steve Jackson created it back in the late 70s, and then thankfully was able to reacquire all the rights to it and everything, and re-released it recently, 2019. Or no, as I forget what year they did, but it was a little while back, and now they've been they do Kickstarters of all their little zines that add stuff to it. Latest issues include If It Were for Bad Luck, Broken Spells, Questions 3 by Steve Jackson. Oh, question 3 of Steve Jackson, interviewed by Phil Reed. Street Children of Creedy, head of Baphomet, Green Wolves. Hey, if they showered, they wouldn't be green. Calling forth the full bestiary, expanding summoning in TFT. 7 deadly motivations. Foothark puzzles. Letter to Lord Harshon concerning the Hurdle Knob apparition. Patron at Large, Oswald the Urchin King. Book descriptions and skull obelisks. I want a skull obelisk. Oh, those are cool dice. Dice not shown to scale. So, pledge $5 and you get the PDF of this. $10, you get it in print and PDF. $15, you get the PDF, the print, Quick Quest Guide number 9 in PDF and print. $40, you get the PDF and the print. Elder Foothark dice. I've had the pocket dice since I started looking. Oh, let's see. 7 Deadly Sins die. Bad Luck die. The black die. Unlock stretch goals. $45, you get everything plus, looks like all the dice. $60, new Fantasy Trip signed. Oh, you get the, so $60, you get the Fantasy Trip Melee box game, the Fantasy Trip Wizard box game, and then Hexagram number 11, Hexagram number 3, Quick Quest 4, Quick Quest 8, Quick Quest 9, Bad Luck, and the Bad Luck die. And I believe they were signed. We'll ask Steve to sign your Melee box game before we ship your rewards. And Steve's awesome, he'll sign it. $75, you get Hexagram PDF in print, Quick Quest 9 PDF in print, and a bunch of different dice, and the Fantasy Counter Kit. They always put a ton of stuff on their stuff. Tons and tons of stuff. I love Steve Jackson games. Let's see, Blind, the open source RPG from the UK. When the source files are open, there will never be house rules. Or there are always house rules. Okay, and we always like to point it out. First created, zero back. That's always a very, people like, oh, hang on. And it doesn't necessarily put me off. It puts off most of the most people that would be interested in backing. So what is this? The Bind Fantasy RPG pits man against hostile wilderness, ready to batter down the walls of civilization. Join the Night Guard, push back the wilderness, and die a hero. The system pushes for a fast resolution at every turn and strips out every result which does not change your destiny. £3 gets you the full PDF. £6 gets you unique copy of all PDFs. What's a unique PDF? £10 gets you developer access. £20 gets you credits dedication. £40 gets you the core rules in print. £60 gets you the complete set. $500, you get a graphic recording. You receive a graphic recording of your bind session. Just send the footage, audio, or video, and an artist will sketch drawings of each scene, creating a complete video. Yes, then that's why I always point out the first created zero backed, because it does send up red flags and flares to people. That's why I tell people all the time, like, oh man, why did my Kickstarter fail? I was like, well, you've not backed any other. I'm like, well, I created this account just for this. I was like, back 2 or 3 more, and let's see. Harn World, Meaddle, oh, out of liquids. Let's try that again. Harn World, medieval fantasy RPG setting, hardback, 40th anniversary deluxe hardcover of the classic role-playing fantasy setting, rich with authentic medieval detail and bonus material. Ooh, bonus material. Blaine. Used to work at a job that we had to go up to Blaine regularly, and one of my employees like, how close to the border are we? And I was like, you see that building down there? He goes, yeah. I goes, that's the border. He's like, oh man. He goes, can we go across? I was like, not in a company vehicle. Columbia Games, which I believe is the current rights holders to Harn. So, over 250 pages of detailed content include Harn World, Harn Decks, Cytheria, Letheria, cities and towns, a 22-inch by 34-inch physical map, include PDF version. Let's see. $69 gets you the Harn World hardback. Includes Harn World hardback, Harn Decks, everything we just saw. 245. That's a jump. $69 and bam. $245 gift / club level. 5 copies of Harn World hardback. Okay. The $249 level gets you the Quad Kings. 1 copy of the Harn World, 1 copy of the Kingdom of Kaldor hardcover, 1 copy of Kingdom of Meldern hardcover, 1 copy of the Kingdom of Retham hardcover, 1 copy of the Kingdom of Orbal hardcover, include PDF versions of all. $500, $499 to be exact. 5 copies of 5 copies of everything. Harn World, it has been ages since I have played it, but I do have fairly fond memories of it. It was a well built out world that has a lot of people that still love it to this day. We'd love to introduce this to more people. Badoo. Roll Watch RPG. Rules light role-playing game of lifeguards saving their beach from the elder gods and otherworldly monstrosities. This one just made me giggle. Jesse Ross. 2 created, 239 backed. Wow. Is a rules light tabletop RPG about a group of lifeguards and their friends who protect their local beach from the monsters trying to take over. It mashes up the campy melodrama of Baywatch with cosmic horror of Cthulhu mythos. It's played with 1 referee and 1 or more players, and all you need is a handful of 6-sided dice, some coins, poker chips, or other tokens. Printed zine is $15. Free world shipping. Zines are cheaper when you buy more than 1, and free world shipping. Look at $52. You can get 4 of them. $28. You get 2 of them. Oh, wow, they give their rules overview right in that. Nice. This just makes me giggle a lot. The art is a lot of fun too. 36 people you might meet. An activist, an animal trainer, business executive, a chef, a coach. Let's see. $15. You get the zine and the PDF. $28 times 2. 52 times 4. That's it. You can either get it 1, 2, or 4 times. Friend of the library, Alex Reinhardt, who did Cyber Rats. We got that in. We got our copy in recently. I helped create something in this, which I really dig. So, for Zine Quest, Alex has started Shoppers, an RPG zine of mini games and shopping malls. Alex is a really good guy. Shoppers 44-page zine. The first version of Shoppers was released digitally in 2022. This project aimed to fund a print run of the game as well as to expand the size of it. Shoppers is a slice of life zine about hanging out in a shopping mall, catching sales, and claiming turf. Each day, you and your friends visit 3 stores and participate in sales and to form a competitive minigames. As you play, you'll gain and lose reputation with different stores. Fight for turf where the shopkeepers know and respect you and possibly end up in mall jail. You'll end each night in the food court reminiscing about the events of the day before catching a movie and heading home, only to meet up again tomorrow. Let's see, $5 gets you the PDF. $12 gets you the physical and the PDF. $18, you become a super shopper. Super shopper! You get Shopper's Physical Zine, the PDF, a spotlight card, and a full set of shopper character sheets on receipt paper. That's clever. That is super clever. Oh god, that would be awesome if it was just a roll of receipt paper with just a ton of characters. Super duper shopper. It's just like Super Shopper, except you want to support the project even more. Thank you. I like that. That's hilarious. He's got 5 backers at that level. Cool. 5 people that said, you know what, I will give you $12 more to be a super duper shopper and get the exact same thing that people at $18 got. He makes really fun games. Great guy, and probably run into him into our will the expansion be called Black Friday flashbacks? I like that. Deck Carnage, randomness, silliness, and fluffy violence. An original old school flavored RPG which uses deck creative cards to randomize everything. Will you challenge the chaos itself? So, I kind of like stuff like this, but this can be very one-trick pony. We're like, okay, I've done it. Because the more chaotic things try to be, sometimes the less replayable they are. It's like I don't like playing, Cards Against Humanity. The jokes are all the same over and over again. I would rather play apples to apples and just watch people go, wait, what did you mean by this? Who put this one down? They're far more confused, whereas, sometimes the more extreme you try to be, the more predictable. Let's see. Deck Carnage is an old school flavored role-playing game whose keywords are randomness, silliness, and fluffy violence. Let's see. I hate Fairyland comic. Support this project if you like one of the more following works. I hate Fairyland, Munchkin, the Borderlands video game, and the Diablo Calibel. Happy Tree Friends. I didn't like Happy Tree Friends. It tried way too hard. And everything in Italian. There's a lot of stuff coming out of Italy right now. Kind of cool. Super cool with that. Let's see. Deck Carnage Zine Quest. So €10. You get it. You get everything digitally. For €10. Oh. So if you speak Italian, you can get, for the same price, the digital package. You can get it in physical and digital. For €20, you can get the physical Zine Quest, the Deck Creative physical, and everything in digital. €30, get it all in physical, 5 character sheets, a bookmark, and a GM screen. €72. You get a whole bunch of bookmarks, 10 character sheets, and 10 of the creative decks, it looks like. 150, wow. Ooh, you get a custom monster if you go to €150. Or a custom hero. It does look kind of cute. Create your character, raid, fight the VIP, sell loot, and upgrade. It looks adorable. Another friend of the library. This is Dodgeball, the RPG. This is by Orcs Unlimited. They make some hilarious, great little games. They're out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And I can't think of his name. He has created a ton of great little stuff. Is it Barbarians and Pirates, the musical? Alien futuristic dodgeball. Humans versus snipers. Dodgeball, the RPG, will be our entry into this February's zine quest. When it's finished, we expect it to be 8 to 12 page zine, and I guarantee he's probably like 80% done already. We're a good portion of the way through development, and would like to get some funding to finish off the artwork, editing, and page setting of the book. And he admits he makes almost no money. And off of these, he just makes them because he absolutely loves doing this, and he's donated basically everything he's ever made to the library. And uses his open orc system is an exploding D6. It's a pretty simple, easy to learn system. Most of his stuff is zine size. His Escape from Teddy Bear Island is a lot of fun. His Bug Hunt is a lot of fun. Full transparency. The game is about 75% done. The money will be going towards artwork, editing, page setting, and the programs we use to work on our games. And yeah, he's very upfront with everything where it goes, and he pays his artists pretty decent. So, $2, you get the game PDF. Well, he's not doing a physical version. Oh. I'll print one out anyways. I think his last one he did PDF only, and he mailed me copies that he made at home. 100% love this guy's stuff. Orcs Unlimited has a lot of great fun games. Burger Punk, the RPG. In the distant future of 1997, the Cola Wars have destroyed America and turned it into a wasteland of fast food feuds and living meat. This one sounded very disturbing. I yank the unnatural axe from their hands with my powers of handomancy powers. The redundancy in the above was intentional. Can I scroll back up? In the year 1997, America has been destroyed. Fractured fast food alliances that once controlled empires fight over the shells of ruined cities destroyed in the Cola Wars, while syrup-addicted survivors struggle to get by. The landscape is overrun with aggressive strains of high-fructose corn syrup and mysterious living meat, TM, that is spread through the ecosystem, consuming and replacing more conventional fauna. And that's not even getting into the roving games of blood thieves, burger clown cultists, fried chicken militias, and Ren Fair rejects. It might not be the apocalypse anyone expected, but it's the one that happened. Welcome to the world of the Burger Punk, the RPG. Maybe it wasn't the Neon Wars that destroyed the. It was the burger. It was the Cola Wars. 2D6 based tabletop RPG system for 2 to 6-ish players, plus a GM. Built using Powered by the Apocalypse rules. Okay. That's what I was looking for. $5 Canadian, so that'd be like $1.80 American. No, I'm just kidding. It's $4 American. You get a digital copy of the game. 15 Canadian, 12 American. You get Burger Punk, the RPG print zine. For 20, you get the Guinea Pig Press RPG bundle digital. All Guinea Pig Press titles in digital form, including PDFs copies of Burger Punk the RPG, Burger Punk flavor profiles. Hell Inc. the RPG, Hell Inc. the character sheets, Hell Inc. the RPG GM assets and pre-gen characters bundle, Fair Marines Quick Play Plus, Quick Start rules for pre-gen characters, sample enemies, Space Wizards Lasers and Feelings hack, Sex and Violence Lasers and Feelings hack. And for $35 Canadian, $26 American, custom illustrated flavor profile. You get your own custom flavor profile. $45 Canadian, $34 American. Custom illustration plus print zine. Some of the art is pretty hilarious. It'll be 36 pages or longer. Full color, because we hit the full color stretch goal. Saddle stitched book and a PDF copy. I like saddle stitching. A smorgasbord of interior illustrations. Full game rules with examples and ideas how to play them as the Burgermaster. Oh, there's music. This looks way cooler than I thought. It's from Guinea Pig Press. Fantastic Geographic, issue number 3. So this is a zine, but it's a bunch of cool little things. So riddles and their uses, ciphers, adventures set in a library. Yes. Adventure for 5e involving a missing ticket, a forger, and a hermit in the woods. New magic items from McEwen's Mercantile, and more. So I've seen other stuff from other issues of this. So glad they're continuing on. I like that people are doing this. So $7 gets you the PDF, $15 gets you the physical. Need to tell them they need to do the other stuff. From our friends over at Ninth Level Games, who's like, what's that thing? Pigeons 11. Be birds, do crimes. This uses their polymorph system. I love it. Chris and Heather are great. Be birds, do crimes. So if you know the polymorph system, it is a really small, easy to play system, easy to learn. The books are all really cool and small. I usually have something from them on my desk. They just finished up their Kobolds Ate My Baby version for polymorph, which I think is really awesome, because as much as I love Kobolds Ate My Babies, definitely not for the whole family. Meanwhile, they're still making the original Kobolds Like My Baby, which is wonderful because it is a beer and pretzels game, and it is wonderful for a bunch of adults to be drunk playing. So this is that pigeon just. Oh, you're a bird who's professional con artist or thief. There's a heist, a grand criminal job to steal some nasty, tasty food. You must have beaks and feathers, but you are a professional that can pick locks, counterfeit credentials, hold jobs, and talk. $10 gets you the digital version. $15 gets you the looks like the print version. $45 gets you the designer pack. You get the Pigeons 11, the Bad Decisions, and Mythiquant, all in physical form. They're all polymorph-based systems. $59. Oh, you get Pigeon 11, Rebel Scum, Savage Sisters, really cool game. Very Good Dogs of Chernobyl. I have pictures of dogs from Chernobyl. I won't. I was gonna I was going to share a picture of doggies from Chernobyl, but I don't need to. $60, you get 8 copies of the Pigeons 11 RPG. That's if you're a retailer. $89, all the zines. Pigeons 11's Bad Decisions, Mythic Wimp, Rebel Scum, Savage Sisters, and Very Good Dogs of Chernobyl. So if you want to get into all the fun stuff that they've made for Polymorph, and, well, actually, that's not even all the stuff they've made for Polymorph. They've got other stuff. We've got the Excellence, there's the Cubicle Wizards. Check out Ninth Level Games. They've got a ton of great stuff. These are all also sold there. So some of their Polymorph books, most of their Polymorph books are this size, but all the ones listed here are more the zine size. Closer to the size of this, but much thinner. So standard Polymorph, they're Polymorph zines. Or they're zines, because I don't think most of these are Polymorph. I think they're all Polymorph. But yeah, we love what they're doing over there. So Alice's Missing is getting a expansion. We need to get a copy of Alice's Missing. This looks really cool. I love all the ideas behind Alice's Missing. So Hunter Books. So if you don't know Alice's Missing, you start playing and then no one talks. Everything is done via text message, basically. So we're trying to set it up so that people will have devices that they can play at an event with, so they don't have to share their phone numbers. So $10 gets you the Silent Hills in PDF. $20 gets you in physical and PDF. $20 gets you the PDF and it in virtual tabletop. Either receive expansion from Drive-Thru RPG, the Roll20, and Alchemy RPG. Alchemy? I haven't played with Alchemy. $40 Friend. You get Alice's Missing in PDF. You get the virtual tabletop and the physical. $250. Ride or Die. The Memory Box. Keepsake Experience Tier 1 Passing Notes. Keepsake Experience Tier 2 All the Little Things. And Tier 3 Something to Remember Her By. The PDF, the virtual tabletop, the physical thing, and a custom wooden memory box. And a set of QR searching codes. Ooh. Oh. Wait, I know Spencer It is hilarious when I know people and I forget that they're game designers. Do they have pictures of the wooden box? The keepsakes. Oh, those are cool. These are physical things. That would be amazing. That's super cool. If you choose to pledge at the Ride or Die, you'll receive one set of 5 items from each of the above tiers and a collector's edition keepsake that will provide you with the perfect home for both the original game and the new expansion alongside any keepsake memorabilia you've collected. That is so cool. Must get a hold of them. See if we can get one of these boxes, because if we can get one of these boxes to take to events, oh. And let's go into, so this isn't RPG stuff. This is just a comic book bundle, but it's 2000 AD. 2000 AD is where Judge Dredd was, I think, still to this day published. The cool thing with that is Judge Dredd is aged through the years, so he's in his 60s now. But there's been, and this is just tons of stuff from 2000 AD And these stories will definitely give you some great jumping off points for games. The Pathfinder one that they just relaunched. So $25 gets you 28 items. It still has... how many more days to go? Wow, they have sold 93,000 of the... Wow! 93,000. Holy cow. Just stop and think about that one for a moment. They've sold nearly 100,000 copies. That is still 2.5 days left on this one. Oh God, I hope they break 100,000 on it. This would be amazing. That is bonkers. And then this is RPG World. So this is you get so much. $25, you get 52 items. So much stuff. Stuff from Frog God Games, stuff from Troll Lord, stuff from what's the company that Necrotic Games that does the old school essential stuff. Just so much. There's so many things in here. Hell, this one book alone is worth far more than $25. It doesn't tell you how many pages, but I've shown this before. I happen to have this book right by me that you can game in this for ages. This is the Pathfinder one, so if you want to play Pathfinder 2nd Edition through this, you can do that. You can get it for 5e, you can get it for their sword and sorceries, and yeah, for $25 you're gonna have so many settings. Is Kobold not closed out yet? Kobold 8 my baby on backer kit. Oh, it says 64 hours left. Oh, shoot. I thought it was done. Yes, has 64 hours left. I thought they finished yesterday, but they didn't. 100% suggest people to back this. Is also from 9th Level Games. Love this game so much. So, $25 you get the plush. $89 you get all the new stuff. That's the you get the Kobold plush, the Kobold's Ate My Baby Polymorph Edition physical, digital, Smorgasbord Adventure physical and digital, Kobold's Ate My Baby, or Kobold's Coloring Book, and Orange Crayon, because you only need an orange crayon, in physical and digital, and the Kobold's Ate My Baby Adventure Pack. $15 gets you just the PDF of the new Kobold's Ate My Baby. Just the book, please. So $20 gets you the book. All the PDFs. That gets you all the new stuff for $49. All hail your friendly local game store. So 2 plush Kobolds, 6 copies of Kobold's Ate My Baby. Kobold's Ate My Baby Orange Edition digital. 4 copies of the Smorgasbord Adventure. And then take my money. $160 value and only $149. The plush, the new book in physical digital, Smorgasbord in physical digital, Kobold's Coloring Book, and Orange Crayon physical and digital. Not the Orange Crayon, it's not digital. Kobold's Ate My Baby Adventure Pack, Kobold's Dice Set, Knuckle Sandwich, a Kobold's Ate My Baby card game, Kobold's Ate My Baby in color, 2013 edition, Even More Things to Kill and Eat supplement. Love Kobold's Ate My Baby. It's such a silly world. It's the only thing that tastes better than babies is kobolds. Love the Smorgasbord. All hail King Torg. He's an awesome guy. He works for Free League. Meet Yeeth, the 9th level game spokes kobold. I love these guys. Okay, and for our last stop, let's see. We have 21 days on the Arcane of the Ancients, Beneath the Monolith, and more from Monty Cook. So $17.95 gets you Arcane of the Ancients, Beneath the Monolith, the Ninth World meets 5th edition. So this is all 5e based stuff, designed by Monty Cook. Let's see. Beasts of Flesh and Steel, Where the Machines Wait, and Jade Colossus. So, not bad. So you can get a really awesome setting created by Monty Cook and some other individuals. Heroes 6th edition. This ends in 54 minutes. So if you want to get into Heroes, so $10 gets you the 6th edition core books, the basic book, the character creation, and combat and adventuring. And if you want to go up to $40.16, you get the 3 core books plus the equipment guide, skills, grimoire, that's magic, martial arts, the bestiary, star hero, so space, fantasy hero, fantasy, and the ultimate base. So not a bad deal. There's a lot of stuff if you are remotely interested in the Hero 6th edition system. And Champions ends in 53 minutes. So $13 gets you Champions, the core book, the powers, the universe, and the templates book. And then if you want to go up to $40.04, character creation. I never looked into character creation software. So Champions 6th edition campaign book, Champions Beyond, Champions Villains book 1, 2, and 3, Master Villains, Villain Teams, and Solo Villains, and then the Book of the Empress. It is a ton of stuff for $40. Let's see, and then Hero Plus also ends in just a bit over 50 minutes. You get for $6 Castle and Sieges, the Dragon Mandarin, and 3 Hero Plus titles for Champions: Alchemy of Love, Bloodsucker, Rampage, and Mutant Madness. And if you go up to $18.37, you also get 17 more Pulp Hero Adventures. Rip-roaring, two-fisted, high-velocity action. Did a lot of fun pulp stuff. Let's see. Worlds of 2D20. We've looked at this one before. Modifius is doing awesome stuff with their 2D20 system. So for $15, you can get Dishonored. You can dishonor yourself for free. Haha. Infinity, John Carter of Mars, and the 2D20 system reference document. So that's technically free, so it's not adding anything. Then if you go up to $39.98, so $40, you get all of those, plus Dune, The Adventures in Imperium, Achtung Cthulhu, which I absolutely love that, Star Trek Adventures, Fallout, Dishonored Game Master Toolkit, Phantoms of Mars, and Adventures in the Human Sphere. That's for the Infinity game system. Super duper awesome. That's a lot of... So, $40. So much stuff for the 2D20. This offer also includes a 30% discount code good through 30 March on purchases of print copies of selected rulebooks at the Modifius website. What? Get the Fallout Starter Set, Dune Adventures. I have never actually hovered over those little things before. This revised February 2020 offer gives you a new chance to get everything you need for a complete tabletop. I've never seen these. How have I never hovered over those before? So, Godbound, $6. Let's see what these do. April 2020 Revival gives you a new chance to take Godbound heroes from their uncertain awakenings to the pinnacle of supremacy. Kevin Crawford, Stars Without Number, brings you this comprehensive offer with Godbound Deluxe Rulebook and all of its supplements. And Godbound characters start play with tremendous abilities and face equally high-powered challenges, like an old-school version of Exalted. So, for $6, Godbound Deluxe Edition and 10 Buried Blades. An introductory Godbound adventure. Then if you go up to $17.28, reasonable, you get all of that plus Lexicon of the Throne, Ancilia the Broken Towers, 16 Sorrows, not 17, just 16, and Storms of Yizharo. And that ends in 9 days and 49 minutes. And One Ring Second Edition, so this is the version put out by Free League. So $13. Let's see. This is everything you need to start your own campaign of Hobbit adventures in the Shire of J.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, starting using the starter set for the One Ring Second Edition role-playing game from Free League Publishing. Get the One Ring starter set and Lore Master screen. Strider Mode offers modified The One Ring rules to allow adventures where a solitary player acts as both player hero and lore master, using the telling table, lore table, and fortune tables to inspire their narrative creativity. So, for $13, the One Ring starter set, the Lore Master screen, and Strider Mode. Hero System needs the software due to all the core books needed to run the game. I haven't played the newer Hero System stuff. So. Now that the $25 isn't horrible for the character creation software. And it supports both 5th and 6th edition rules. It's everything you need to start creating, printing, and sharing characters for your games. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Awesome news from some companies. Interesting revenue updates from other companies. So, thank you all for tuning in, and look forward to gaming on Wednesday. We have some other games coming up soon. Possibly on a Thursday, we should have some gaming, and we should get back to doing interviews very soon. We've got feelers out and trying to do some technical research with an older game designer that I really want everybody to meet. So, until next time, the library is now closed.